Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be talking about egregores. I think that I never made the video about egregores, so it's about the right time. An egregore is an energetic and collective thought form created and sustained by the shared focus, emotions, and actions of a group. While rooted in esoteric traditions, the concept has practical implications that go beyond the mystical, as egregores can be observed influencing groups of people, cultures, and even can cause changes in physical environments. And I think that understanding how they work and sensing their presence can help you navigate their impact or harness even their power. Now, the term egregore comes from the Greek word egregoroi, which means watchers or guardians. An egregore is essentially a collective energy field or entity formed by combined intentions, by combined beliefs, and emotions of a group of people. Basically, it exists as a subtle presence influencing the thoughts, attention, influencing the thoughts, behaviors, and even experiences of those people who are connected to this particular egregore. Over time, an egregore actually can take on a life of its own, becoming semi-autonomous in how it interacts with that specific group of people. How these egregores are created. An egregore is created when a group of people shares the following: a common goal or purpose, some common ritual that they do together, repetition and consistency. A common goal or purpose. This could be a group of people who are very religious. It could be a team even who is working on a specific project together, or even fans of a sports team. Okay, so we have these groups of people who have certain goals, but these people have to do certain actions. They have to have some sort of shared rituals, okay? And then they have to do these rituals with repetition and with consistency. And the more frequently the group interacts and focuses its energy on the shared purpose, the stronger the egregore becomes, okay? So if we look, for example, at secret societies, every one of them has an egregore attached to it because of their shared rituals, their shared goals, that those specific people from that particular group engaged in on a day-to-day basis. We talked about the theory, okay, on what an egregore is, but we have to understand how we can actually sense the presence of an egregore. Because you see, the egregore manifests in places, in certain environments, and it often manifests as a distinct energy or atmosphere that people can feel in a particular space. Now let's take a concrete example. Let's say that we are walking into a cathedral or a temple or a church with a long history of worship. Visitors often may come here for peace, for prayer, for things of that nature. And when we enter, okay, into that space, into that church, which has a long history of worship, we may feel something. We may feel a feeling which is out of the ordinary. We may feel a tingling sensation. We may feel maybe emotional. or we may even feel a shift in our mindset when we enter into that specific space, right? Well, that is because we are dealing with the egregore of that space, which was built of the fate of those people who went there, which was built up over centuries of prayers, rituals, and devotions, and had a huge impact into that specific area. Now, when we enter into that area, we feel it, okay? So this can be an example. Now, let me give you another example. Even companies like, for example, Apple, Google, have strong egregores that may influence not only the employees, but also how the public perceives them. Let's look at universities as an example. Universities who have really strong legacy, tradition, and reputation also have strong egregores that can influence how students perceive themselves and how others view these students. And let's say that we walk in such a campus and we may feel all of a sudden, just because we are in that specific space, we may feel ambition all of a sudden. We may feel some sort of intellectual intensity. Okay, just because you walk in that specific area, you may feel inspired. So this is the egregore at play. Now, I think it's really important to recognize these egregores that you are basically already participating in, whether through your workplace, community, spiritual practices. Awareness of these influences can help you consciously align more with that specific energy, or it may actually help you through awareness to disengage from that energy. And again, like I said many times, egregores essentially are a thought form. Okay? Any entity that you may interact with, essentially, any entity that you may work with or you try to interact with, the first way that they communicate with you is through a generated thought in your mind. You may get a thought out of nowhere, and that's that particular spirit actually communicating with you. But people often don't pay attention. They are not aware and they just go on with the flow, thinking that they are dealing with their own thoughts on a day-to-day basis when they actually interact with a lot of things on a day-to-day basis. On a daily basis, my suggestion is to pay attention to what you are thinking about, because embracing awareness of egregores allows you to consciously shape the forces that actually may shape you. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.